Have you ever thought about how something as simple as washing your body could have a huge impact on your health as you get older? I mean, we all know that cleanliness is important, right? But here's the thing, when we age, our bodies go through all kinds of changes that we might not even notice until it's too late. Have you ever wondered if you're missing something? Could it be that the daily routines you've been following are actually holding you back from feeling your best? What if the way you wash your body, the areas you focus on, could prevent some serious health issues from creeping up? Seems like a small thing, right? But these little changes could make all the difference in staying healthy and feeling good in your later years. As we age, things start to shift, our skin, our immune system, even the way we move. It's all connected, and hygiene plays a big part in keeping us healthy. When we don't take care of certain body parts the right way, it can lead to infections, irritation, and worse. And we all want to age gracefully, don't we? We want to feel comfortable in our skin and keep doing the things we love without constantly worrying about health problems. But here's the thing, if we don't take extra care of the right parts of our body, we could be setting ourselves up for unnecessary struggles down the road. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about 5 body parts that we often overlook. These are the areas you might think are fine without daily attention, but trust me, they need it more than you realize. These are the spots where small neglect can lead to big problems. Stick around, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which areas of your body need the most care and attention to help you stay healthy, comfortable, and infection-free as you age. You don't want to miss these tips. They could change the way you take care of yourself from now on. So, if you're ready to learn how to care for your body better in your golden years, hit that like button and subscribe to Elder Mature Moments. I promise you, the information in this video will help you stay informed and feel more confident in your health. Also, drop a comment saying, "I'm here," if you're ready to dive in and discover the best ways to stay healthy as you get older. Let's make sure you're living your best, healthiest life in your later years. Let's start with something that we all see every day, our faces. Picture this, you walk into the room, and you see your elderly parent looking at themselves in the mirror. Their face seems a little dull, a little dry, maybe even slightly irritated. It doesn't seem like a big deal at first, right? You might just chalk it up to aging, or maybe they didn't sleep well. But what if I told you that this could be a sign they're missing something important in their daily hygiene routine? It might not be obvious, but it's the little things like this that can lead to bigger issues down the road. As we get older, our skin changes, and the face, being one of the most exposed parts of the body, becomes more vulnerable. You see, the skin on our face loses its ability to hold on to moisture as we age. That's why it can feel tighter, drier, or even start to look rough or flaky. And if it's not cleaned properly, this dryness can turn into irritation or even infections. The face is a breeding ground for dirt, sweat, and bacteria, things that, if left unchecked, can cause more than just skin irritation. It's easy to forget that a clean face isn't just about appearance, it's about preventing potential health problems like rashes, infections, and breakouts that get harder to treat as you get older. Now, here's where many people go wrong. You might think that washing your face once a day is enough. I mean, who has the time to do it more, right? But that's exactly what so many people overlook. Aging skin needs more attention. In fact, washing just once in the morning or before bed isn't going to cut it. As you age, your skin's natural oils and moisture evaporate much faster, and by the end of the day, your face can accumulate all sorts of dirt, oils, and bacteria. And if you're only washing it once, well, you're leaving a lot of that behind, and that can lead to irritation and even more serious skin issues. So, here's what you can do. Start washing your face twice a day, once in the morning and once before bed. But don't just grab any old soap. Use a gentle, moisturizing cleanser that'll clean your skin without stripping it of the little moisture it still has left. Lukewarm water is best, too. Hot water might feel nice, but it'll actually dry out your skin even more. And after you wash your face, don't forget the moisturizer. This little extra step helps lock in moisture and keeps your skin soft and hydrated. It's a small act that can go a long way in preventing irritation, breakouts, or worse, infections that could complicate health as you get older. Now, that's your face, something so easy to neglect, but so essential to take care of. Let's move on to another part of the body that gets a lot of attention but not always the care it deserves: your hands. Now let's talk about something we all take for granted: the hands. Think about how often your elderly loved one touches things around the house: rails, door handles, food, maybe even their pets. Their hands are constantly interacting with everything. What you might not realize is that those hands are carrying a whole lot of germs and bacteria, and this becomes a big deal when it comes to older adults. Their immune systems aren't as strong as they used to be, and something as simple as not washing hands properly can lead to serious infections. Hands are, in fact, the most common source of spreading germs. Whether it's touching a doorknob, picking up a shopping bag, or even handling food, your hands pick up everything you touch. And for someone who's older, their body might not have the ability to fight off infections as effectively. That means something as simple as touching a dirty surface and then eating or touching their face can lead to illnesses that could be much harder for their bodies to recover from. Here's the thing that a lot of families get wrong: they think that washing hands once during the day is enough. But let's face it, hands come into contact with all kinds of things every single day. After every meal, after using the restroom, after touching something outside the home, each of these situations requires a proper hand wash. If you're not washing hands at the right times, you're leaving the door open for germs to enter the body and cause harm. So, what should you do? Encourage regular hand washing. Yes, that means before and after eating, after using the restroom, and after coming home from the store or any public place. And it's not just about a quick rinse. You need to wash for at least 20 seconds. That's about the time it takes to sing "Happy Birthday" twice, and it's how long it takes to remove those germs and bacteria properly. Make sure your loved one is using soap, not just water, and scrubbing every part of the hands, including between the fingers and under the nails. It's a simple habit that could prevent a whole range of health problems. With hands being such a gateway for germs, this might seem like a small thing, but it's critical. Now, let's move on to something that might surprise you: your feet. Now, let's shift focus to something we often forget about: our feet. Imagine your elderly loved one complaining about foot pain or soreness. It might seem like a simple inconvenience at first, something you brush off. But, if left unchecked, that pain could be a sign of a bigger problem. Not washing the feet properly, or neglecting them altogether, can lead to infections, fungal growth, or even serious issues like diabetic foot ulcers, which are no joke and can be incredibly difficult to treat in older adults. Our feet are one of the hardest working parts of our body. They're confined in shoes all day, carrying the weight of our bodies with every step. This constant pressure, combined with the warmth and moisture trapped inside shoes, creates the perfect breeding ground for bacteria and fungi. Think about it: sweat, dead skin cells, dirt, everything just sitting there, especially if feet aren't washed properly. Regular cleaning is absolutely necessary to avoid problems like athlete's foot, fungal infections, or even blisters that get infected. But many don't realize just how critical it is to maintain foot hygiene until the pain or discomfort sets in. Now, let's talk about the misconception that a lot of families have. Some think that foot hygiene doesn't matter unless there's an obvious issue, like an odor or visible sores. But this is a dangerous mindset. If you wait until there's an issue, it's often too late. Keeping feet clean every day is an easy way to prevent long-term complications, discomfort, and infections. It's just like washing your hands: you can't afford to skip it, even when everything seems fine. So, how can we take care of those feet properly? Start by washing them daily with warm water and a gentle soap. Hot water may feel good, but it can dry out the skin, making it more prone to cracking, so stick to lukewarm. After you wash them, make sure you dry them thoroughly, especially between the toes, where moisture can get trapped. And here's a step that's often overlooked: moisturizing. Applying a good moisturizer can keep the skin on your feet soft and prevent cracks or dryness that lead to infection. And don't forget to check your loved one's feet regularly for any sores, redness, or irritation. It's easy to miss small changes, but these could be warning signs that something bigger is brewing. Taking care of feet might seem like a small thing, but those small steps can make a big difference in preventing future pain and complications. Now that we've covered the feet, let's move on to another often neglected part of the body, the scalp. Next up, let's talk about something that's often overlooked: your scalp. Imagine your elderly loved one dealing with dandruff, itching, or even thinning hair. It might seem like a normal part of getting older, something that's just to be expected, right? But here's the thing: your scalp needs just as much care as the rest of your body. If you neglect it, these little signs could turn into bigger problems down the road. Dryness, irritation, and even infections can arise if the scalp isn't properly washed and cared for. And these issues, when left untreated, can not only affect the appearance but can also lead to other health complications. As we age, the scalp goes through changes. Just like the rest of our skin, it loses moisture and becomes more prone to dryness. Conditions like dandruff and seborrheic dermatitis, essentially, a type of scalp inflammation, can become more common. What happens is that oils and skin cells start building up, creating flakes, irritation, and even more serious conditions if not addressed. Regular washing helps remove this buildup, allowing the scalp to breathe and stay healthy. It also supports healthy hair growth, preventing that uncomfortable itchiness or flakiness that can often signal a deeper issue. Now, let's clear up a common misconception. Many people think that as long as they shampoo their hair once or twice a week, it's enough. But here's the truth. Your scalp needs consistent care. Skipping out on washing it regularly, or only doing so when it's already itching or flaking, isn't going to cut it. You have to treat the scalp with the same level of attention you give to the rest of your body. Because if you ignore it, that buildup of oil, dead skin cells, and bacteria can lead to more than just cosmetic problems. It can cause discomfort and, in some cases, even infections. So, how do you take care of your scalp? Start by using a gentle, moisturizing shampoo, one that won't strip the skin of its natural oils, but will still do the job of cleaning. When washing, don't just slap the shampoo on and rinse it off. Take the time to massage it into the scalp. This helps stimulate circulation, which is crucial as we age. And, very importantly, avoid using harsh chemicals or overwashing. Harsh shampoos or excessive washing can dry out the scalp, making it even more prone to irritation. Stick to a routine that involves gentle care, and you'll keep the scalp feeling and looking better for much longer. Taking care of the scalp is about more than just hair. It's about maintaining overall scalp health, preventing discomfort, and avoiding future problems. Now, we've covered the scalp, but there's one last area to talk about that's often forgotten: the underarms. Now, let's talk about a part of the body that often gets overlooked: the underarms. It's easy to assume that as long as you put on deodorant, everything's fine, right? But here's the thing: your loved one might not notice the odor, especially as they age. The problem is, if the underarms aren't washed properly, it can lead to bacteria buildup, irritation, and even infections. And as we get older, the skin becomes more sensitive, making it even more susceptible to these problems. What might seem like a minor issue could end up becoming a major discomfort if ignored. Here's the science behind it. The underarms are home to sweat glands that naturally produce moisture. This moisture, along with any oils, dirt, or dead skin cells, can get trapped in the area, creating the perfect breeding ground for bacteria. Bacteria thrive in warm, damp environments like the underarms, and if not cleaned properly, this can lead to unpleasant odors, irritation, and even infections that are much harder to treat in older adults. The skin in this area is delicate, so improper care can cause rashes, ingrown hairs, or worse, fungal infections, which become even more troublesome as the immune system weakens with age. Now, here's where some people make a mistake. A lot of people think that deodorant alone is enough to keep odors at bay. But without washing the underarms thoroughly, all deodorant does is mask the problem. The buildup of sweat, bacteria, and oils won't go away, and it can lead to discomfort and skin issues that you really want to avoid. Deodorant might help temporarily, but proper hygiene is what prevents the real problems. So, how do you take care of your underarms the right way? Start by washing the area thoroughly with soap, not just a quick rinse. Clean the skin properly to remove all the sweat and oils that build up throughout the day. Afterward, make sure the skin is completely dry. This is crucial, because moisture left behind can lead to irritation. And when it comes to deodorant, go for a mild, non-irritating formula. Strong chemical deodorants can actually contribute to the irritation, so choose something that's gentle on the skin. Taking care of the underarms might seem like a small thing, but it's a critical step in maintaining comfort and avoiding infection. Cleanliness in this area goes a long way in keeping your loved one feeling fresh and healthy. So, now that we've gone over the underarms, I hope you see how important it is to give all these parts of the body the proper attention they deserve. They may seem small, but they're all essential to staying healthy as we age. It's tough, isn't it? Watching our loved ones age, especially when the simple tasks that once came so easily to them, like taking care of themselves, start to feel more difficult. It's hard not to feel a sense of helplessness when you see them struggle with things that used to be second nature. But here's the thing, understanding the importance of good hygiene can make a world of difference. It's not just about looking good or feeling clean, it's about staying healthy, avoiding unnecessary discomfort, and even preventing serious health complications. Those small, daily actions of washing the face, hands, feet, scalp, and underarms can have a huge impact on their quality of life. And that impact starts with you, the caregiver, the loved one who's there to support and help them along the way. When we think about aging, it's easy to focus on the things that seem out of our control. The physical changes, the decline in strength, the gradual loss of independence. But what if I told you that by focusing on these small, yet vital, aspects of daily hygiene, you could make a real difference? It's not about making miracles happen. It's about ensuring that your elderly loved ones stay as healthy and comfortable as possible for years to come. When we take the time to help them care for these essential body parts, we give them something more valuable than just cleanliness. We give them comfort, peace of mind, and a sense of dignity. And isn't that what we all want for them? So, I'm asking you, take the time today. Check in on your loved one's hygiene routine, help them wash those key body parts that we've discussed. I know it might seem like a small task, but it could mean the world to them. Your support could make all the difference in their health and well-being, and it's a simple, loving action that shows them just how much you care. It's not about doing everything for them, but rather being there to make sure they're getting the care they deserve. Even though aging brings its challenges, it's the small, everyday acts of care that ensure our loved ones feel loved, cared for, and supported. And at the end of the day, that's what truly matters. We can't stop time, but we can make these years the best they can be by being attentive to their needs, even in the simplest of ways. So remember, when it comes to elderly care, it's not about perfection, it's about showing up, paying attention, and doing what we can to help them thrive. Alright, let's take a moment to recap everything we've covered today. We've discussed 5 key body parts that need daily attention when it comes to hygiene: the face, hands, feet, scalp, and underarms. These areas might seem small, but they play a crucial role in preventing infections, discomfort, and more serious health issues down the road. Regularly washing these parts doesn't just keep your loved ones clean, it helps improve their overall quality of life, keeps them feeling fresh, and gives them the comfort they deserve as they age. It's the kind of care that can make a real difference in their health and happiness. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these body parts do you think is most overlooked when it comes to hygiene? Do you think any of these get more attention than they should? Comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your experiences, and any tips you might have. Let's get the conversation going, because we can all learn from each other and share what's been helpful in taking better care of our elderly loved ones. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a like. Your support means the world to us, and by subscribing to Elder Mature Moments, you'll get more insights, tips, and advice on elderly care and health. It's all about building a community where we can share knowledge and support one another in giving our loved ones the best care possible. Your subscription helps us reach more people who need this information, so we can all make a bigger impact together. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Remember, caring for your loved ones as they age is the most beautiful act of love. We may not be able to stop time, but we can certainly make these years as comfortable, joyful, and healthy as possible. Stay informed, stay compassionate, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.